Hello, hello. Welcome to Soul Whispers. This is a soul-led message, which means if it doesn't resonate deep inside, leave it for the soul that is meant to find. May love hold you, may truth guide you, and may you be released from whatever isn't yours to carry. And so it is. All right, let's dive into this soul message. So, let's first start with, what does our soul want? Our soul, your soul. What does your soul want you to focus on in this moment? Interesting. We have the Knight of Swords. And I'm going to take it because it is upside down. But we have the Ace of Cups upside down or reversed. So this is kind of funny. But it feels like your soul's asking you to deal with the emotion that you're not allowing to come up. This feels like that there's some sort of suppression here. And I mean, this just makes me laugh. Although it's interesting. I can tell I wrote on this and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Anyway, okay. It's like the way this is, the knight's like, we're taking this head on. Let's see what's going on. So let's see. Let's see why you were brought to this particular message. Why were you brought to this particular message to, actually it feels like this, to meet this emotion head on? Why were you brought to this message? We have the Two of Wands, so it feels like you may be stuck in your head. The Two of Wands is like planning and aiming. And so I feel like the reason your soul has brought you to this message is because there is some sort of focal point. There's some sort of goal that you're aiming for. But it seems like if you don't meet whatever this is that is blocking you from taking that next step, or maybe this goals come up and you don't feel like you can reach it, there's some sort of truth that wants to come out. Because the Knight of Swords is really one of the fastest moving. They want to take action right away. But there's a feeling that's stopping you from doing that. All right. And so that is why your soul has brought you here. Let's see, what is opening up for you? What direction is opening up through this? Perseverance. So this isn't like because we don't have any major arcana, so this is kind of like everyday stuff. So it's not a huge feeling and it's not a huge obstacle that you have to get through, but it does look like it's persevering through this emotion that is holding you back in some sort of a way. All right. What's already supporting you through this truth and emotion? What's already supporting you through this truth or this release of emotion? What is supporting you? We have the Six of Swords, which tells me there's a passage here. I think a lot of cards just fell. Interesting. What I'm sensing here is it's like whatever that is wanting to come up, you will be able to get through. Okay, so it's telling me like you're going to be able to move it. But I feel like you can't repress this emotion any longer. You can't repress this feeling any longer. You must face it head on and then it will pass. But the fact that you're not wanting to release it or bring it up to face it head on is why you're feeling the way you're feeling right now. And I do see too with that Nine of Swords, what's opening up, pardon me, the Nine of Wands, which is opening up, is you're almost there. There's almost like you're coming to the end of this. It's like you've been through the battle. The Nine of Wands is like you stood tall, you persevered, and you do kind of get like a little bit of a rest period. So I do feel and sense that's coming in for you with these cards that are coming out. But again, it's just requiring that you deal with this unconscious, unsettling emotion or feeling that's coming up. All right, let's see what's coming in to support you further. What's coming in to support you further through this? We have the Star, which is like guidance and hope, right? There's hope coming in, there's guidance coming in. So I do feel like if you are to meet this head on, you will heal it. You will find guidance through it. And then we also have the King of Cups, which what's coming in is emotional intelligence, right? It's once you allow this to surface, you're going to be able to deal with it in a way where it's like, okay, I feel that how you feel is real, but it doesn't make it the reality, right? You may feel like you don't have the capacity to move on, but the truth is you do. That's why we say, let love hold us and let truth guide us. Love is holding us through the feeling that arises. Truth is guiding yourself to be like, I know that's how I'm feeling in this moment. And we're not denying how we feel, but the truth is whatever the truth may be. And so that's what I sense with those two coming out. All right. Let's see what clarifies this emotion for you. What clarifies, I know I keep saying emotion because we are talking about the Ace of Cups. But I am also feeling like, yes, emotion is correct, but it's something subconscious, but like there's an uneasiness within you because you haven't dealt with the thing that's actually scaring you. And I feel like once you put a name to it, you're going to be like, oh, that's what I'm afraid of. But because you're not wanting to deal with why you're afraid of doing whatever it is that you need to do, this is why you have that uneasiness. All right, so what's going to clarify this uneasiness for you? What's going to clarify? The Queen of Swords. I mean, it's funny as we just talked about that, but that's what the Queen of Swords is like. All right, she sees the thoughts, but she sees the truth, right? She's like, yeah, I see that's coming in, but that's not our truth. The truth is this. And it's kind of nurturing the truth. Again, it's not that you don't allow yourself to feel, it's just that you're nurturing yourself, which means you're nurturing the truth, or you're allowing the truth to be nurturing, right? Allowing the truth to guide you. I do feel like with this, it's really sit with your emotions and allow yourself to filter through, what am I feeling? Let it rise to the surface. Let the Queen of Cups, or pardon, let the Queen of Swords navigate the truth for you, right? It's like the Queen of Cups is what's going to let those feelings rise. And you can nurture those feelings by then turning to the Queen of Swords and being like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. What is the truth? And then you can go back to that Queen of Cups and be like, okay, what's going to nurture this? Or what do I need to do right now? Well, we'll see. All right, let's see. What choice unlocks this uneasiness? What choice unlocks this easiness? go into the conflict. You have to go into where you are conflicted. When you choose to do that, you will see the truth. What wants to flow through this uneasiness? Four of Pentacles. I think there's a stability that wants to come in. And this also kind of gives me just a little bit of intuition here that it's almost like there's part of you that's stuck that doesn't want to change. It's like almost like in order for you to move on, you have to become something different. It's like stepping out of your comfort zone. So I feel like this is what's trying to flow through this. This is kind of what's trying to reach you. But also know there will be a stability that comes in with this newer um, embodiment that you're stepping into. All right, let's see what step is going to anchor this anchor this truth. Yeah, that's what we want to say. What step is going to anchor this truth? Again, we have Seven of Wands. And she's meeting it head on. It's really about standing within yourself. Again, like that soul whisper, standing within yourself as you let all of the uneasiness come to the surface. Whatever your fears are, whatever your doubts are. It's like sometimes I think, especially if you're into spirituality and being the highest light and the highest vibration or the highest embodiment of yourself, that we could feel like, well, I already know that this is true, but you have to acknowledge the way that you're feeling in order to let it go, right? It has to come up. The uncomfortability has to come up so that you can reach it head on. But that's where you stand really tall and true within yourself. Where if that does come up where you're like, I don't think I have the capacity to do that, I don't, whatever it is, then you're like, what evidence do I have that I do have the capacity, right? It's where are you steering yourself? Because if your soul is calling you to something, you have the capacity for it. It's just a matter of you really believing it. And remember one of the beginning cards was that Two of Wands, which is aiming. So if your soul's aiming at it, it means that it's available to you and you just have to figure out what that next step is. But for you, it really feels like that next step is allowing whatever this doubt or uncertainty is come up to the surface and meeting it head on with the truth of your soul. All right. If this soul whisper supported you and you'd like to give back, my Venmo and PayPal are in the description. And until the next soul whisper, my friends.